What do a country famous for ancient philosophers and blue-domed islands have in common with a nation known for wildlife safaris and the Great Rift Valley? Kenya versus Greece. One, the birthplace of Western civilization. The other, a rising African powerhouse. What if I told you that despite being continents apart, these two nations are more alike and more different than you ever imagined? From quality of life to language, from economy to cuisine. This is a head-to-head comparison between Greece and Kenya. Stay tuned.
Africa Scope.
Kenya lies along the equator in East Africa, hugging the Indian Ocean. It's bordered by Ethiopia, Uganda, Tanzania, Somalia, and South Sudan. Greece is nestled in southern Europe. It borders the Aegean and Ionian Seas and shares land borders with Albania, North Macedonia, Bulgaria, and Turkey. Now, in terms of size, Kenya is a giant over Greece. Kenya covers about 580,000 square kilometers. Greece covers just 132,000 square kilometers, less than a quarter the size of Kenya. So if this were a land battle, Kenya wins by a long stretch. Kenya's population is over 55 million and rapidly growing. The average Kenyan is just 20 years old. Greece, on the other hand, has around 10 million people with a median age of 46 years. Kenya bosses Greece population-wise. While Kenya is bursting with useful energy, Greece is facing a declining and aging population. So Kenya has the people, the youth, and the momentum, while Greece has wisdom and experience. Now, who lives longer? Greece leads with an average life expectancy of 82 years, among the highest in Europe. Thanks to a Mediterranean diet, robust healthcare, and relaxed lifestyle. Kenya sits at about 67 years, a number that's improving fast, especially in urban areas. Increased access to healthcare and better maternal services are driving that change. So while Greece wins for now, Kenya's curve is pointing upward. In Kenya, the two official languages are English and Swahili, but over 60 indigenous languages are spoken across the country. In Greece, it's almost exclusively Greek, spoken by nearly the entire population. As for religion, Kenya is about 85% Christian, with a strong Muslim population along the coast and vibrant indigenous spiritual traditions. For Greece, over 90% of the population is Greek Orthodox Christian, a religion tightly woven into its national identity. So while their religions differ, both nations wear faith proudly. Kenya uses the Kenyan shilling. Greece, as a member of the Eurozone, uses the euro. When it comes to GDP, Kenya has a GDP of around $113 billion. Greece, on the other hand, has a GDP of about $246 billion. But here's where the difference stands out. Greece's GDP per capita is approximately $23,800, while Kenya's is around $2,000. Greece's economy relies heavily on shipping, tourism, agriculture, and EU trade. Kenya's economy is more diverse than people think, with agriculture, tech innovation, finance, and exports driving its growth. One is established, the other is emerging fast. Kenya is rich in natural resources like tea, coffee, flowers, titanium, soda ash, limestone, and even oil. It's one of the world's top tea exporters. Greece has marble, oil, bauxite, olives, and solar energy potential. And of course, it dominates the shipping industry. Greek-owned vessels make up 15% of the world's commercial fleet. Kenya feeds the world's thirst for tea. Greece sails the world's seas. Both nations know how to trade smart. Tourism is a major pillar for both. Greece attracts around 30 million tourists a year. They have beautiful whitewashed villages, ancient ruins, and island cruises, and they attract people from all around the world. Kenya welcomes about 2 million visitors annually. But what it lacks in volume, it makes up for in pure wonder and fulfillment. You can visit the safari in Masai Mara. You can go snorkeling in Diani and trekking Mount Kenya. And let's not forget the great migration of wildebeests, a spectacle you will never forget. Greece is about history and sea. Kenya is about nature and soul. Food is where both nations truly shine. Kenyan cuisine offers nyama choma, ugali, sukuma wiki, and chapati. It's a spicy, hearty communal. Greece brings out gyros, moussaka, souvlaki, feta cheese, and of course, olive oil on everything. Both cultures see food as celebration, served in large gatherings, shared among family, and full of tradition. From Kenyan open flame grills to Greek seaside tavernas, this is a tie. So what's the verdict? Kenya has bigger land, younger population, fast-growing economy, and untapped potential. Greece is smaller but older, with higher living standards and deep historical influence. They are worlds apart in geography, but closer than you think in spirit, resilience, and identity. One offers ancient wisdom, the other offers future promise. Kenya versus Greece isn't about who is better. It's about understanding how different nations thrive in their own unique way. Which country impressed you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into global comparisons and African insights. Thanks for watching.